Peter Wright, the number 2 seed, now looking to join them there. If he can make it through, it is Alan Norris he will face. But first he has to get past the machine gun, Jermaine Wattimena, who's already seen off Brendan Dolan this weekend. And if he plays like he did against Brendan, then Peter Wright is going to be in for a bit of a dust-up. I'm Dan Dawson, Paul Nicholson alongside me. I know you enjoyed that walk on, Paul.
That's my favourite. I like it every time. The louder it is, the more colourful it is, the better it is. He's so popular wherever he goes. It's good for the game.
Certainly is very, very popular in Europe.
Before the coverage started tonight, we both watched a little bit of charitable stuff that the organisers did, and they had a young kid on stage who was probably 11, 12 years old, and he wanted to walk on like Peter Wright. He gets everybody involved. You know, kids want to be Peter Wright, and there's nothing wrong with that. And he came on stage and he did the dance left to right, and he loved it. He's got something to tell his pals at school on Monday.
Yeah, he certainly did. It's a demure-looking Peter Wright by his own rather ridiculous standards.
It's Peter to throw first. Game on.
It's pretty hard to lift those standards. I think you'll try and find a way. Sometimes you just got to be normal. Let's just hope his darts are normal.
Wow. You're asking a dart player to be normal in any respect. Good luck to you.
45.
Peter Wright, number 2 seed, a former winner on the European Tour, won in Dusseldorf, the European Darts Open. He made a final earlier this year in Germany as well. He had a semi-final. He's just a perennial
100
fixture in the latter stages of big tournaments. UK Open final for the last 2 years running. In fact, it's 3 major finals he's been in. In every single one of them, he has lost
65
to some bloke called Van Gerwen.
Look what colour he's wearing tonight. A la Van Gerwen.
Peter require 156.
Only person to have made 2 UK Open finals and lost, seeing as all of the runners-up were different up until that point. As you can
100.
see, nothing new for Peter Wright. Another set of darts. I've had a close look at them in between sessions
60.
today.
Peter
They look very
56.
pretty. Let's see how good he is with them. It's all right so far. Tops. Bit wobbly.
Game shot on the first now. Peter Wright.
I think the reason why the darts are wobbling in the board is because the points were quite thick. And I didn't see much sharpness at the end of the point. Not sure of the thinking behind that. But he's tinkered so much, more than anybody, I think. I'm sure he's got some reasoning behind it.
Wow, those two are all right. And that one's not bad either. First maximum of the match for Peter Wright.
66.
Now, we noticed it was the last European Tour, as pointed out to me. But Peter Wright had actually changed his grip slightly. Oh, hang on. Oh, Peter! 5 perfect darts, and this is the 57 that would have left 144 for the perfect leg, the 9-darter.
79.
Yeah, he changed his grip slightly, and what he was referring to himself as was the right-handed wadey. So James Wade, he actually had another finger on the point of the dart right towards the end. He's gone back to his original grip, which is very simple, just a 4-finger and thumb grip. It's testament to Peter Wright's ability as a dart
140.
player that not only can he change his darts all the time, but he can change his grip and still throw ton-plus averages on a regular basis.
Not just that, but he can actually change different styles of darts.
44.
He can go from a small bulbous dart and throw those in one style, and then skinny darts in another way, and still be as good. Jermaine
77.
had a chance to get to 1-1 there.
8. Game shot on the second leg. Peter Wright.
It's 2-0.
Third leg is Peter to throw first. Game on.
Jermaine Wattimena had a chance to go level there, but missed his chance. Wright looking good. I like the way these darts are going.
Yeah,
83.
He's flipped and flopped between various sets of darts, and as you mentioned, a sort of more bulbous dart that he had. He was throwing those kind of darts when he went on the run to the World Championship final, and that, although he'd been playing very well for a couple of years before that, that's what really announced him on the scene for your part-time dart viewer, you know, maybe only watch a few of the big tournaments on the telly. But since then, he's gone, oh, I need to score bigger, I need to score heavier, so I need a thinner dart, I can cram more in the treble 20, and it worked. Even when he's gone back to more bulbous darts, he's still now a heavier scorer than he used to be. He's looked at different areas of his game and gone, I need to improve that, and he does, and he gets better.
93.
And he still keeps putting himself in positions to win a first major title. Not there yet, but
59.
It just feels like it's only a matter of time if he carries on at this rate. But then again, we said that about Terry Jenkins. We said that about many other players in the past.
Yeah, Peter's never going to stop trying. He's got an incredible work ethic. One of the best practices and avid practices on the circuit. I think he's like someone who was born in this city. Erwin Schrödinger. If you're a Big Bang Theory fan, you'll know who Erwin Schrödinger is and Schrödinger's cat. It's all about opening the box to find out whether the cat is there or not. And it's there.
On his third leg. Peter Wright.
The cat is alive, everybody.
Jermaine to throw first. Game on.
It's the philosophy of Peter Wright. If you don't try something, you will never know.
90.
Well, there we go. If you thought you were tuning in to watch Peter Wright versus Jermaine Wattimena and just some idle chat about darts, you were wrong. Because we're in deep philosophical theory here at the Austrian Darts Open.
57.
Well, if you're going to tune in to watch the Japanese tournament that's coming up in a few weeks' time, they've got some philosophers over there.
83.
Peter Wright, of course, it was at the Japan Darts Masters where he pulled off one of his most significant wins on a TV stage.
100.
Managed to book his place in the final, beaten by Phil Taylor, but having beaten Michael van Gerwen in the semi-final. One of those occasions where Peter Wright's managed to go out there, do something incredibly good, and then burst into tears.
Yeah, I think Peter's popularity in Japan, I think, is at its height there. You know, his image fits that market so well, and he did everything right that week. I think he fed off a crowd that wanted to see him. I think he was the crowd favourite, and he loves to be the crowd favourite. But you're right, though, Dan. Very understated tonight.
100.
Sometimes you just want to get there and play darts.
Well, he's been playing very well for the first three legs here. Jermaine Wattimena's forged ahead in this leg, but a maximum really would put the cat amongst the pigeons. Oh, look at this, Peter Wright.
Jermaine, you require 88.
Lovely dart, the Mensor. 7-7 now. There it is, and a 15 darter for Jermaine Wattimena, just to get a first leg on the board, and he desperately needed it.
And he's back in the game now. Peter, great advantage. Let's find out what these darts are like.
39.
Under a little bit more pressure, and the pressure builds the closer to the white line that you get, which is the finish line.
101.
Jermaine would have been buoyed by that performance against Brennan Dolan, 96 average. That'll win more games than you lose.
59.
What is it about Dutch players being quick?
60.
Pretty much all of them are, aren't they?
I think it's just the culture. I think the slowest player from Holland was Van Barneveld. It's just when all of the Dutch players were coming through, Van Gerwen was fast, Klaassen fast, Joey ten Berge, very fast.
Oh, we've seen a couple this week, and obviously Wattimena's rapid. Jeffrey de Zwaan doesn't hang about
83.
either. But, you know, one of the most established Dutch names, Vincent van der Voort, was classified as the fastest man in world darts for quite some time before the advent of a new generation of even quicker players.
43.
Ricky Evans springs to mind, although
he's definitely the fastest I've ever seen.
No rapid in Vienna this weekend.
26.
One time I saw Ricky Evans through 144 checkout before I'd even passed him on the yockey. That's pretty quick. This is pretty good.
140.
Yeah, he's in command of this leg. Unless Wattimena can fill it up. That's a good start.
83.
That's not bad.
BT require 123.
But the ABC shot, just like 1, 2, 3, 66 left. He's going to go for the ball. Ooh,
98. Jermaine Uruguay 148.
He chose to go the 18s. It would have been 54-54.
Beats Uruguay 25.
And a double top shot. Good thinking. But he's left 50 in case Peter doesn't hit double 8.
Game
but he
shot on
does.
the fifth leg.
Closes it out lovely.
Sixth leg is Jermaine to throw
4-1
first.
advantage.
Game on.
Clear daylight between these two players.
24.
And an uncharacteristic start from Jermaine gives Peter a chance to stretch this lead even further.
Yeah, it was a missed opportunity for Wattimena, really, though. I mean, it was a leg that Wright won on his own throw, granted, but Jermaine had 18 darts and didn't get a dart at a double in that leg. And if you're going to take on the world number 5, you can't afford to have many legs like that, particularly when you're already 3-1 down.
Absolutely right, Dan. You don't get many opportunities against Peter. He doesn't make many mistakes, especially at the ends of legs. He's built his reputation on hitting doubles when he gets
140.
We were talking earlier in the match about using the more bulbous darts that he got to the world final with. He was having averages in that tournament of
80.
Something like 100, 105 in one of the matches. And the reason he got those averages is because he was hitting doubles with incredible regularity. But when he moved to the skinnier darts, he's still hitting doubles, but he's doing this.
And doing a lot more of it. It is 180, number 3 for Snakebite. He's on a potential 11 darter
58.
to break Jermaine Wattimena and potentially break his resistance to go within a leg of the last 16. Doesn't need to go 12, so treble 10. Oh, lovely.
65.
But he will return. Jermaine, 301 points behind, and that won't put much of a dent in it.
Peter Uruguay, 16.
So all the time in the world for Peter Wright to stroll to a 5-1 lead.
Did you notice that little smirk on Peter's face as if to say, I'm going to hit this? Well, he hasn't yet. Now he has.
Shot on the 6th leg. Peter Wright.
It's just a smile of confidence.
7th leg
knowing
is Peter
you're
to
playing
throw
well,
first.
knowing that the darts are comfortable in your hand. What do you know? He'll probably use something different tomorrow if he gets through.
Yeah, but I've often wondered whether Peter Wright will change his darts in the middle of a game at times. We've seen players do that because they've just had a complete mental breakdown and have no confidence in what they're throwing. But I think Peter Wright just do it for a laugh.
And probably still win.
Well, he could do. He could throw
96.
3 spring onions and hit a double. The man is an incredibly gifted individual at this game, and it takes something for him to dress and act like he has done over the years, and people
77.
still talk about him primarily about his darts and not about his hairdo or what he's wearing.
What is it that Muhammad Ali, the great Muhammad Ali,
100
said about arrogance? Well, it's not arrogance if you back it up. But Wattimena's trying to bounce back in this leg. He's done so with a 180. Oh, there was some force in that.
Swipe at the treble 20 by Peter Wright.
Oh, I like stuff like that.
It's good.
61.
As if to say, you do what you're told, Dart. Get in that treble 20 like you're supposed to.
Jermaine
Yeah,
Uruguay,
he's happy with that, Peter Wright. He's down to 89 for the match. Unless the 164 goes. Unless the 164 goes. Oh!
132.
Well, it's a good leave.
That's a great
Peter
lead.
Uruguay, 89.
But he may not get a go.
Peter's going to hope that he's going to leave that double after this dart. And he does. Loves this corner. Double 16.
Game shot.
And he's won the match 6-1.
Peter Wright.
Fantastic performance from the man in the very MVG shirt, but a very Peter Wright style performance.
Yeah, certainly. It is Peter Wright who goes through. Alan Norris versus Peter Wright in the last 16 tomorrow. Tantalising stuff here in Vienna at the Austrian Darts Open. We've had 3 dominant displays from 3 big names tonight. Dave Chisnell, Jelle Klaassen and Peter Wright all through. And look who we've got coming up. Not only the world number 1, Michael van Gerwen, as he takes on Johnny Clayton, but Austria's number 1, Mensur Suljovic, Benito van der Pass and Michael Smith, 2 incredibly talented young players. And up next, it is Van Gerwen, Clayton, and then the power returning to Euro Tour action after 2 years out.
Amazing, isn't it? Amazing crowd. Thank you, thank you. Peter, first of all, congratulations. And now, tell me your secret. How do you manage it that darts is sometimes looking like a very easy sport when you play?
I thought I didn't play well, I don't think, but, you know, this fantastic crowd got behind me. They didn't want me to lose, they want me to win the tournament, and I'm going to. So, keep on supporting Snake Wright.
Thanks. Thanks a lot, and see you tomorrow, my love.